Hello YouTube, and welcome to my first deck tech for Pokemon TCGO. So basically I am able to have ranked games now thanks to all the people who commented on the pack opening video and explained that I needed to play the 5 practice games. Had no idea, like even checked online saying can't play ranked, did all this stuff. No idea that I actually had to play the 5 practice games. Maybe I missed that somewhere. Anyway, I'll just go through the deck. I'll start with the Pokemon. So just remember that this is just the cards I actually own. So I haven't played for that long, and this is probably the best I can do right now. Okay, so I've got Kangaskhan, and mainly that's for high HP. This ability where I can get 2 basic Pokemon, and just every now and then a low cost, you know, fairly decent amount of damage move. I got 3 of them in the deck. I have 2 Meloetta X, which I've been lucky enough to crack. I cracked 2 of these. I do have double colorless energies, so it's just a good move to stall with. I play this guy out first, got a lot of HP, get a double colorless energy on it, and I can just put my opponent to sleep, confuse, and things. It is a bit of a waste because I don't really use round at all. Like, it's not on my other Pokemon and stuff like that, so I mainly am using the Brilliant Voice with this Meloetta, but this is just a stall Pokemon anyway, just to let me get the rest of my strategy going. Alright, so the main part of my strategy is this Celebi. I only have 1, but it's pretty much the guy who's doing all the work. It's pretty cool with its ability to, you know, let you use other Pokemon's moves, but I don't even utilize all of that much. It's actually this Wind Whisk that I like. The fact that you can switch a Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon, and the combo I like to do that with, I'll just skip forward a little bit, is actually with Noivern. So Noivern has Echolocation, which means if you flip a coin and its heads, you prevent the damage. So I really like to use Celebi's attack Wind Whisk and switch into Noivern. And then the next turn when they attack Noivern back, it's you know, he might not take any damage, so it's not too bad. And he's only got 1 retreat cost, and so I mean, it's not too bad to switch in and out of Celebi's between Celebi and Noivern. So the other Pokemon I've got is this Shaman, pretty much for the Call for Family ability, and the fact that I am running grass energies in the deck, and I can use this Leaf Drain, and it can stay in the game for a decent amount of time. But the Call for Family is basically the real need. I really want to use the Call for Families on each of these Pokemon just to get out my Celebi and Noibat and stuff like that. So we've got the Noibat. Noivern can win games by itself. Like, if they've got a lot of basic benched Pokemon, he can really do a lot of work. And finally we have this Dedenne, and I just really like this Pokemon. So it's also got another Call for Family type ability, which is great for colorless, and then also for another colorless, if your opponent starts racking up energies on a single Pokemon. Like, an example was, I was in my practice games, I had to verse an Emboar, which had 4 energies on it, and then I used Energy Short on it and hit it for 80. So pretty good move coming from like a little Dedenne for 1 energy, so he's not too bad. And also you can get the Pokemon out that I need. As for trainer cards, I've got these, I think I've got 3 Crushing Hammers. Sometimes they can just break your opponent's strategy. They think they've got the cards, but they don't actually have all the energies they need. Switches, I think I have 2 of them in the deck. Where are the other ones? I have 3 switches, and that's basically just in case I don't have any energies and I need to get Noivern out of there and get Celebi back in. I can do it that way instead of having to retreat him. Energy retrieval is pretty straightforward. Just get back some energies that I've lost. I do have these potions. I'm thinking of switching them to something else. But every now and then they come in handy. Every now and then they can change, like, the tempo of the game. Like, one move might have knocked you out and it instead is going to take them 2 attacks. I have N, which is pretty good because my strategy is a little bit slow, so they usually take out something, and then I can, you know, if they've drawn a lot of cards, I can force them to have a smaller hand. Sharon's pretty straightforward. Draw 3 cards, it's pretty good. Draw up to 6. With Bianca's, they're pretty good, and they're fairly standard amongst most decks. And this Professor Juniper's pretty good as well. I mean, drawing 7 cards if you've only got 1 in hand, or if you've only got the Professor Juniper in hand, it's very nice to replenish your hand. As for energies, I have a lot of energies because I do a lot of switching and things like that. I have 2 of the double colorless, but that'll go to 4 once I get more of them. I have this special energy to heal my Celebi just in case, and then I've got just the energies required to, you know, get the rest of my Pokemon going. 26 might be too much, but I don't have a lot of experience with the proportion of decks, like the proportion of energy to Pokemon and to other cards in decks, so we'll find out. Alright, so I'm just going to exit out of that deck, and we'll go ahead and have a ranked game. That's not where I want to be. So I don't know how good this deck's going to be or how strong the opponents are in ranked. This was actually my first one since I've finished the practice games. So I won all the practice games with this deck, but most of them were using just starter decks. So let's go ahead. So we've got Zeru. It's got a 3-colored deck. Okay, so it looks like he'll probably decide to go first. Alright, I got a Shaman to start off, which isn't too bad because then I can use the Call for Family. And he's got a Ralts. Oh, the bane of my existence. During the trainer challenges, there's one of the trainers has a bunch of Reshirams. They're really annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna use the Sharon and get some extra cards. So I get the Kangaskhan. I'm gonna put that on the bench. I'm gonna put in this Grass Energy. I know there's no need to right now, but just in case, I'm gonna get that Grass Energy on there, and I'm gonna use Call for Family. So there's no reason not to get this strategy going, so I'm going to take the Noibat, and I'm also going to take the Celebi. So they're the 2 key components of my deck at the moment. Not good that I have to verse this Reshiram. It's Fire type 2, which is pretty bad for the rest of my team. How much health has it got? 130. Not even going to be able to take it out all that quickly. So there's those Crushing Hammers, and luckily I don't lose an energy. And I do, however, lose my hand. But I do get the Noivern, which is pretty much what I wanted, and I get some more energy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to evolve my Noibat while I can. And at this point, I could probably just Call for Family again. I think I'm going to get my Celebi and Noivern set up, so I could attack though, but then this Reshiram is going to come in and beat me up. Alright, so I need to actually have a Pokemon ready who can take on this Reshiram, so I'm going to go for the I'm going to do that with the Noivern. I'm just going to use Call for Family and get some more Pokemon on my bench. I think I'll take a Meloetta and a Dedenne. Done. Cool. Alright, so the Dedenne is potentially to take on the Reshiram if he tries to get enough energies up to use Blue Flare. But most likely, if he's doing that, he's going to end up discarding an energy anyway. 2 energies. Alright, not sure what that card was because we didn't get to see it, but we're going to get to see it now. It's taking a while to load it. Alright, I'm actually uploading to YouTube right now, so that's probably why it was taking so long to load that card. So, Pawnyard. So I've got all the Pokemon that I want. Now I just want energies really. So the decisions, I think I have to get Noivern prepared, but I can't switch him in yet, and I don't really want to kill this route, so I want to force him to either put an energy on it, retreat it, or use a trainer card. So I am actually just going to end the turn. This might be a long one. So that Reshiram's starting to get a lot of energies on it. I'm not sure he needed to put a non-fire energy on that Reshiram, because now my Dedenne can do some extra damage to him. So Outrage does 10 extra damage for each counter on it. That's pretty good. So next turn, if I hit it for 30, it's going to do 50. And I can heal. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. I'm tempted to put an energy on the Shaman and go for an attack. Or am I just better off getting Meloetta or Dedenne set up? Alright, it's do or die here. I think I'm just going to put the energy on the Shaman. And I'm going to go for Leaf Drain. Oh, forgot. It's flip a coins if head. So now this Shaman is definitely going to be finished off. And he's got a Darkrai on the bench. Wow, I calculated that very wrong. It's 20 plus 10 more damage for each counter on this Pokemon. Oh, it's super effective. My bad. Okay, so I think I'll just go in with the Noivern here. And I'll put an energy on it, and I'm going to... This is a bit counterproductive. I don't think I'll use it on the Reshiram. It doesn't even go off, so... Nothing to worry about there. I'm going to play the Noibat, and I'm going to put this Psychic Energy on the Noivern. I'm going to use Energy Retrieval, get back those two... Wait, was there only one? Oh, one of them was a Special Energy. That's right, a couple of mistakes already, but I'm just going to go for the Boom Burst. Now, if my Noivern manages to survive this turn, which an Outrage might actually just kill it on this. No, Echolocation doesn't go off, so... Oh, he does survive. So, I'm not in a bad spot here. I can actually take out a couple of Pokemon this turn with Noivern. So I got the double colorless. I might get it on the setup on the Celebi. Then next turn I can put a Grass Energy on him and he can attack, assuming my Noivern doesn't make it. So here goes the Boom Burst. I think that's the best course of action. Alright, so I get a prize for the Rolts. I get a prize for... what's that thing called? Stunky. I'm getting a lot of energies, which I'm happy with, and I also killed that Trubbish, so not too bad a play there. If Echolocation doesn't go off, Noivern should be gone this turn, and then I can finish off this Reshiram with a with my Celebi. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty Pokemon. And how much life does Darkrai have? 180. This guy is pretty strong. I'll want to use this Crushing Hammer to get rid of an energy on the Darkrai. He may just switch here though. Echolocation? Yes! Goes off, 0 damage. It's pretty cool. That's why I like Noivern so much, and I cracked a lot of them with the Furious Fist packs, so I'm definitely going to get rid of an energy on the Darkrai, I believe. Yes, because this Reshiram isn't long for this world anyway. I'm going to put an energy on my Celebi, getting it ready for action, and I think I'll either start getting Dedenne and Meloetta ready. So the question is, do I want to switch? I think I just want to go for Boom Burst. It's doing a lot of damage to all his Pokemon. And hopefully I can get another Echolocation to go my way. So not this time. Noivern's going down, but he got me to a point where I can beat this this Reshiram very easily. Now, should I go into Dedenne? Next turn, that Darkrai will just kill him straight up. So I'm going to go into Celebi. I'm going to put a energy on Meloetta. Weakness to Psychic. This guy's a resistance to Psychic. Okay. So, do I need to put this Kangaskhan down? It's good for absorbing hits. I am going to use my attack with Celebi. I'm going to switch with Kangaskhan because I do have this switch in hand, and as long as he doesn't make me discard my hand, I'll be able to switch back and hopefully get this Darkrai or Moltres, whichever one he's sending out. And I have another Noivern, so as soon as I get the energies to set him up for more boom bursts, I'll be doing that for sure. So Darkrai comes in, he has 90 damage, so one hit from Celebi is not going to be enough. What's his move actually do? It does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Okay. So, who's he going to hit with that? The Noibat. Yeah, not a bad choice. So I'm going to evolve that Noibat to Noivern, just to protect my my actual his prizes or whatever. I'm going to put an energy on the Meloetta. Start getting it ready. And I'm actually going to use a switch to put Celebi back in. And Celebi is going to hit with Wind Whisk. So the strategy coming through, surprisingly enough. And the question is, do I go into Noibat? Sorry, Noivern, because he can dodge the he can potentially dodge the damage. Kangaskhan will be killed anyway, so I might be better off just coming in with Kangaskhan, letting him finish off the Kangaskhan, and then bringing Celebi back in. So pretty exciting for my first ranked game. A lot of interesting Pokemon being used, and this strategy actually working so far. Just two more Pokemon to take down. Actually, if I take down this Darkrai, I will get both prizes. So he's got an interesting choice now. But he does have no retreat cost, as you can see. So good chance he can bring this Moltres in, but Moltres is not in a good way either. Okay. So, an energy on the Moltres, and he takes out the Kangaskhan as soon as it decides to 30 damage to Celebi. I think that was just a last-ditch effort. Celebi's coming in. Alright, not that I need to do too much work, but I'm just going to put that on the Noivern, sorry. Use Wind Whisk, and as long as I've calculated correctly, that should be the game. So, yep, didn't let me choose, and that's a victory. So that's just, you know, what I've collected so far. That's the deck, and the strategy seemed to work. I'm pretty stoked with that. So let me know what you thought about the deck and the battle, and I'll, get back to you guys in the comments and stuff, and like the video if you like it. Cheers. See you later.